you know, it's not to say that BB is completely fearless, because she does very clearly react in panic to some of the situations she gets into, but I think I know an incantation that would truly strike fear into her heart. The horror zine does not accept any material that contains adult or sexually explicit content, abuse or harming of women and children, any rape scene, serial killer, slasher, gore for gore's sake, or splatterpunk. We do not accept any religious or political themes. We do not accept any submissions written in Old English, Victorian, or 19th century styles. We do not accept any submissions told in diary or letter or journal format, written in numbered chapters, told as memories, or told entirely as dialogue, someone recounting past events. And then we do not accept submissions created with the use of or any assistance from artificial intelligence, which is actually, that one's fine. And then we do not accept fan fiction. I feel like this is written from an anti-BB of sorts. Yeah, I don't really know what BB-Zine is about. She mentions it a lot. Don't know exactly what's in it so far. We've seen no hints of that, but I feel like this is spiritually the opposite of anything she'd put into her work. Anyway, hello. It's stream time. And wouldn't you know it, it's time for more Anthology of the Killer. I feel like, while I did want to start on the 30th of September, that maybe I might wind up finishing before the end of October, which, if I do, I do. Can't really help it, but, you know. Apparently I couldn't pace myself. But, yeah, here we are, back in Anthology of the Killer. So, today we are moving on to the next chapter, so since that's gonna take a sec, let's just get right into it. Alright, into the old window. All the young people love it. If you don't love it, it's because you're old. Sorry to say. Alright, so yeah, we can see here, Eyes and Flesh were the last stories we played. Both very art-focused. And today we will see what Blood of the Killer is, and after that it's Ears of the Killer. I think I'll probably get around to doing both. And then afterwards it'll be Heart and Face. Maybe separate days, I don't quite know yet. And then bonus rooms at the very end. So yeah, let's... It was Ears, right? I need this in front of me at all times. Yeah, Ears. Going for Ears, though in fairness this is pretty linear, so like, once I get to something I don't recognize, we're good to go. Although that's bonus room. Which we're not going to yet. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, there's Eyes, it's in that direction. But we're already done with Eyes. Alright, there's Flesh in there. Yep, Flesh the Killer. Can't really say that that's moral art. I don't know if it is. That might be immoral art. I shall leave in disgust. I'm becoming increasingly skeptical that all young people love it. Also, wait. No, it is Blood of the Killer. Also, wait. It is, at the moment, my Twitch category, so... I had completely forgotten that fact. Yeah, that in of itself is actually pretty handy. Or at least it would have been, had I not, completely forgotten about it. Alright, so... Yeah, I'm fairly certain I remember which one this is. It's very distinct. I know it's kind of hard to tell what's going on just from the poster alone. But it is distinct when you know what these stories actually entail. They entail drinky birds. Look at him go. Wait, hold on a sec. Bless this, miss. Anything else to observe? Warning about this guy. There a warning about you, though? I mean, nothing I can read, but it does look like it's a torn painting. There could have been a warning down there. Alright, here we are in Blood of the Killer. It's just a regular night in the big city. Yes, that's what I'll say. They don't know I'm delivering a package. What's inside? I'll never tell. I feel it moving softly in my pocket. That's regular. Don't think about it. I love what they're doing with the visuals here. This just looks cool. Don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I meant to try looking it up next time I had one of those dreams. Dream Interpretation Guide 5e Travel Edition. Well, these things are always open to discussion. Dream of snakes, a lucky dream which portends success in business and snakes. Dream of water, like the water, you too shall receive lottery jackpot dividends. Dream of delivering a package, violent death impending, don't make plans. Probably should have said the baby thing after finished reading them. BB's report. It's 10 a.m. and I'm heading out to the city to investigate the scene deal gone wrong. The small river town and new distro was started with the assistance from XX City. But recently, communiques from the town have stopped appearing. As the only one who has a rail card, I was appointed to re-establish contact and report on the progress of the scheme. The name of my contact is Clarice.
Next stop is Rivertown. The final stop is Rivertown. The train no longer stops at Factory.
But does it stop at Tammy? We haven't been to Tammy in so long. I mean, it sounds fine, but what do I do if she's just been too busy to call? Break her legs? Alas, our organizational charter commits us to accountability in the scene. Never been out here before. Maybe I should try to be more worldly. People are staring at me in the station, so I smile and wave back. That's how you do things in the country. Reading the paper over there? That's cool. We'll leave you to it. Welcome to Rivertown, home of the Drinky Bird. Visit world's largest Drinky Bird while you're here. Wow, you see, this is what you find when you take time to expand your horizons. I mean, I do really want these Drinky Bird facts. Who wouldn't? Fools, that's who. This statue commemorates the 200 workers incinerated by the Great Drinky Bird Factory Fire of 19XX. On the other hand, tourist stuff is pretty much the same all over. I mean, you can't be too sad about those workers. They got a plaque. What more do you want? In brochure speak, this town is picturesque. I'll find out what that means someday. The houses are pretty, but half the doorways are bricked up, as if the place were set on becoming its own shrine. Got more warnings of this guy. Is it the face? It's a little off kilter, but I don't see why we have to warn people about it. I am here. Well, Clarice's place isn't far, but I don't even have her number. Wouldn't it be weird if I just show up? Maybe I should buy her a sandwich or something as well. Alright, always focus on the close stuff first. Gotta remind myself of that. Rows of wooden, non-functional little Drinky Bird statuettes are the only things for sale at the street kiosk. Are these things a lost technology? Maybe they keep the real ones for the connoisseurs. Oh, and we're not connoisseurs? We want this joke of a product, you think, because we're not experts? In your opinion? Disgusting. I'll never take these. Not a real Drinky Bird, just a cheap knockoff. That guy's getting warned. Good that he keeps himself informed. A beautiful remnant of the town's prosperous heyday, sealed and preserved by the Historical Society. Well, the bricks are a bit much, but I guess I can't blame them for being thorough. Yeah, shit. Can't unseal it. Beneath me is the town's famous river, the Erd, stained red by generations of opaque industrial processes. A real taste of the pastoral. I wonder if I can get a postcard while I'm here. Alright, well, nobody's talking to me, and I really can't enter any buildings. Don't even know how that guy got up there. But I am but a tourist, so it's not my place to know. When I visit somewhere new, I always find myself imagining what it'd be like if I lived there. This road were the one I walked down every day, expected and invisible. Oh, hi. I think I was warned about him. Same trip to the shops, the bus stop, only now infused with mystery. Like I could be looking at my life from the outside, as if I were myself to become a stranger. I can see why we're getting wormed now. It's a lot of mysterious walking there, buddy. Wonder if watching Gilmore Girls have given me inflated expectations around small-town life. Surely not. Anyway, if I have these directions right, Clarice's apartment should be right in the middle of that smoldering wreckage. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Poor Clarice. Yep, she got out in time.
Don't worry, I'm a murderer!
Yes.
Boy, I was surprised to hear they'd sent 2 of us out here. I guess this town must be a bigger deal than it looks. Incidentally, where's your mask?
I'm incognito.
Well, good news, I'm nearly through with my report. Yes, this case is very nearly closed. Maybe you wasted a trip. Just 1 or 2 loose ends. Listen, here's a list of other places on the same supply chain. Check them out and try to re-establish contact. And don't tell anyone who isn't a murderer, or I'll have to beat them slowly to death with a hammer. On second thought, tell whoever you'd like.
Gee, thanks. Well, I'd better go. Unsafe travels.
Unsafe? Wow, what a pro. Huh?
And clearly you're not. Jeez. Man, what was that all about? Is that guy looking for Clarice? Didn't seem like a good time to ask him to clarify. Well, bad news, you can't ask him anymore, but good news, can't get murdered by him. Well, it's not like I have any other leads, and some of these do seem like places you might drop off a zine. What if I just want to leave for the Expanse? What if I want to just take Tiny BB this way? What if I want Tiny BB to have some coffee? Drink that up a little bit. Nope. Big drinky bird. Oh, look at that. Check it out. It looks like I'm riding the drinky bird. Damn, Tiny BB, you're living the life. Oop. Excuse me, would there be a record store around here? Follow the smoke. Oh. Well, he may have exaggerated a bit. Any smoke here will have already disappeared along with the owners. Melted 78's formed thick black puddles in the ash. Well, guess we might as well just, check it out. I wish I'd had a chance to poke around in here before it burned. You can find good stuff in these little record stores. Never even heard of any of these bands. Lou D. Hans and his Night Stranglers, live from the Bird Museum. They're live, you're not. Sturdy, if charred brick passage stretches out behind a clapped shelf. Is this the way to the employee lounge? I don't think any employees are going to be lounging anymore. Well, that's probably not the lounge. The air feels different here, like I walked into a much larger structure. Is this a transport tunnel or something? What's with all the crates? Maybe some other, art majors are hiding out here, waiting for a chance to get in while security's gone. I think it's a pretty effective strategy. Tightly packed bundles of rubber horror masks. A sticker on the site reads XX City. But is it to or from? Hey Mandy, I'm thinking aloud, but wouldn't it be a lot easier to follow this girl if we just broke both her legs? I mean, as inconspicuously as possible. That's a good point. Handy, but we've got to stay undetected. I've got it. Let's kill her first. Then we can break her legs and follow her around. Yes! Wait, hold on. I feel like we're missing something here. But what? But what? Any possible combinations are there for A, killing her, B, breaking her legs, C, following her around? Maybe we should experiment until we found one that felt right in the moment. Alright, well, you just keep on that. I will not be here any longer.
Hello!
Hi. Oh, but aren't you just the cutest little murderer? Yes, you are. You're going to be executed for your crimes against history. Yes, you will. Stop that. Wait, why does everybody in this town think I'm a murderer? Is it just the coat? No use denying it. We've already seen you around with the notorious criminal Murderer X. Also, we've been reading your zine, a truly heinous document that records your many crimes. July 3rd, Cannibal Blood Feast. July 10th, more knife murders. July 13th, Decomposing Corpse. Those are bands. It's called a scene report. Also, wait, did you really read my zine? Like, all of it? What did you think? A little prolix, but that's not a problem you'll have anymore. Oh, goodbye. Everyone's a critic. I'm gonna go right. Right's always right, unless it's wrong. Why would anybody store their masks this way? I see a door to the chamber, greasy rubber Dracula mask slipping out in a great cascade between my feet. I still hear my two pursuers, but hopefully it's even harder to climb up the stuff in heels. Did I fall into a war between rival party supply chains? You know, this is actually a very high-end, horrible mask facility for such a little town. Wonder who's running it, and hope I never have to find out. Alright, well, there's daylight. We're almost out. Goodbye, nurses, plural. Kill you! Ouch! What did I actually learn from all that? Well, at least there are two people in this town who bother keeping up with zines. Wonder if they've met Clarice. Probably shouldn't ask. Okay, I didn't learn anything from that. But the next place I go will have some answers. Let's see, so book depository, street markets, and I think the place I went to was already off the map, so we don't have to worry about that. Well, street market seems like a nice public place to not get murdered. That town's secret history is at the junk store. That's what I'd say if I hadn't accepted my own rat-like impulses to dig around in piles of used clutter by now. Still, you find things out. Well, let's see. More rubber masks, really popular around here. I mean, I guess if you have a big factory for them, you gotta put them to some amount of use. Entering crate mode, I rummage and discover cookery books, bits of wire, machine parts, video game consoles, used medical textbooks with horrifying illustrations. The search goes on. Anthologies of inscrutable political cartoons, mushy golf balls, old newspapers with rambling letters to the editor from a concerned citizen, rubber spider, scratch that. Oh wait, sorry, rubber spider, scratch that, regular spider. Underneath the Bork dolls, I pull out a box of ancient Drinky Bird figurines. But whatever strange alchemy once made them drink has long departed. Sweet bird of youth. R.I.P. to that bird. It lived its best life. Drinking, and then removing itself from the drink. Then drinking, removing itself from the drink. Nobody glances at me as I explore, which is possibly some roundabout way of asserting vendor dominance. Well, there's no sign of the warehouse in the back to say it's not part of the sale area. I wonder if they keep the good stuff back here. Fragments of decrepit industrial machinery are stacked haphazardly around the corridor. Probably this is the good stuff to someone. Drawers of the old office desks are stuffed with rotting mulch receipts. The header on one reads Golden Bird Co. LLC. Are these all from the Drinky Bird place? They really tried to scale. I mean, why would you not? You'd be a fool not to. Really, the weird thing is that they didn't find reach beyond this town. Old cogs and rubber casting trays. The outline printed on them seems familiar. Like a face I glimpsed once in a dream. Okay, that squeaky sound over there sounds like the... Okay, so remember Red Mountain from Sonic Adventure? Yeah, it sounds like the... Oh, is it Red Hot Skull is the song that you hear when you actually go into the mountain? Yeah, it sounds like the bit from the beginning of that song. Back of the last table, I find a binder. The words Drinky Bird Mark II production notes are written in written in bureau on the spine. I open it up and find some kind of crazed essay about sword fighting a bear? What? Drinky Bird Mark II? My god. I don't know if the world could have handled something like that. We see that in the organic world to the same degree the reflection gets darker and weaker. Grace grows ever more radiant and dominant. But just as two lines intersect on one side of a point and after passing through infinity, suddenly come together again on the other side, or the image in a concave mirror suddenly reappears before us after drawing away to infinite distance. So too does grace return once perception has traversed the infinite, such that it simultaneously appears that pierced in human bodily structures that are either devoid of consciousness or which possess an infinite consciousness, such as the jointed mannequin or the god. Do we have an audience? Evie's got nothing to say. Okay, so we don't have an audience, but I guess we could be privy to something that I really don't think we should be privy to. Hey, how's it going? You hacking stuff to pieces? Having fun with that? Clarice? Hey! Wait. Look, I'm sorry to interrupt. You look like you were having fun. I just wanted to ask you about that. I wanted to ask you about your interests. You know, just see how you're doing, how you're liking it. Oh, hey. Now I'm playing Clarice. Very empty market. So, is that Clarice or not? Maybe she just didn't recognize me? Okay, didn't learn anything from that. But the next place I go will have some answers. Okay, so, market. Not as safe as I thought it would be. So, clearly, the book depository will be fine, right? Alright, well, I guess we sort of recognize Clarice. Looks a little different from the photo. Doesn't really look super birdy here. Suppose we'll have to ask about that when she's not brandishing a knife at us. You know, not to sound jaded, but I feel like I already have a good idea of which building here will turn out to have been the book depository. Doesn't this place have a fire department? Alright, any fireproof books? They're not typically known for being that, but just in case... Mysteriously uncharred pages in the wreckage. Were they placed here after the fire? What do they say? A true secret history of the murders and wreckers by a concerned citizen. Oh, this guy again. The record history of the murders and wreckers, oh god, I fucking forgot about that. What is this shit? The record history of the murderers and wreckers that is the false history which stands in place of the true history evident to the merest child is the false history which the wreckers and murderers seek to substitute for the glorious true history of the world. The truth of history is a beautiful house filled with statues, etc., and it is the people without history, the murderers and wreckers and conspirators who stand outside this house and try to break in through the windows in order to replace everything with their disease history and their wrecker history, which a child can tell as the false history, but which nevertheless is passed to us as the real history. And the true, as opposed to the really true, and true real history, which is that of the houses and the monuments and factories and statues and beauty and truth and such like, which again, a simple child can detect and point to and say that is the true. This is mine, this is the true history passed on to me by my father, who is dead. Page 1. Give me a sec, I need a drink. Page 26. To betray the true history, to imply our fathers had passed to us the false coin of the false history as our glorious inheritance is the ultimate betrayal, and it is in rejection of this betrayal of our fathers that we identify and reject the false history of the non-fathers of the wreckers, murderers, etc. From outside of history, the dismal room outside the grand and meaningful museum of world history, filled with monuments, etc., built by our fathers, our duty, our inheritance to maintain this inheritance and reject the false inheritance of the murder history that the murderers and wreckers insinuate is the true history, the real history, which we ourselves know for certain is the opposite of true history. It is the false history and the false coin that diminishes the coin inheritance of the great history of our fathers and their coins and inheritances, etc. It just keeps going. So I feel like this wasn't burnt in the fire because it refused to be burnt, not because it was placed here later. Oh hey, wait a minute, come back here. Is this yours, and if so, why? I just want to know. Why is this guy running away from me? On the other hand, why am I chasing him? Well, I must admit, it makes a nice change of pace from the usual way around. Oh, it's gotta be very empowering to you.
My vengeance needs blood.
Henry James.
Return of the Master. The spoils of Poynton. Mine at last. What? Who's there? No, it can't be. You're... Ah!
Crunching, slippery flesh noises. Nobody appreciates the classics. I'm sorry, it's a little cheesy, BB. I wonder where that hat guy went. Is this some kind of private cinema? Decades of moldering promo posters molt off as I pass by. Feels like I'm the only person to be here for years.
Another mangled corpse? But how? Ah, if only every aspect of this case weren't suffused by such exquisite ambiguity.
Atrocity Man 2! You thought he got rid of him? No. He's here to commit more atrocities.
We work in the dark. We do what we can. Awoo! Ha 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 ha!
Theater seal this historical document for the benefit of future generations. Well, as a future generation, I just wish they'd dust. What exactly is this place trying to preserve? I mean, the old dilapidated posters, obviously. Need them to be in a terrible state. The desk in the office is slightly less cobwebby than anything else around. On it, I find a shredded copy of Clarissa's zine and a flyer for the Rivertown Historical Society. Well, I did want to visit some tourist stuff while I was here. Oh, well, guess we're not gonna catch up with that guy. He hid successfully. Okay, I didn't learn anything from that. But the next place I go will have some answers. Little BB doesn't need a bridge. She is fine without it. Okay, well, let's have some morning coffee so people can talk to us again. Take a drink. And now, the Historical Society. After wandering a while down alleys, I eventually tracked down River Historical Society. It's pokier than I was expecting. But I guess it's plusher on the inside. Glass bird eyes stare back at me from every corner of the room. Is this history? Of sorts. Somebody's really winding something up.
Therefore I have sailed the seas and come to the holy city of Byzantium. Welcome, welcome, lover of history. Welcome to the Museum of Mechanical Birds.
Ah, damn. Look at that bird. It's got a nice hat. Such amazing hats and still drinks? I find that hard to believe.
Yes, yes, more than just drinky birds. Though they form the firm foundation on which our fair town is built, we must strive to see beyond them, move beyond them, as our fathers did, yes. The immortal golden bird, glory of changeless metal. Well, plastic. Ha ha. But the tradition remains the same. Alive, vital, living, unliving. Images of grace, images of fear.
Oh, wow. They look similar to the cultists we saw earlier. Very, very fond of blue. But rather than necessarily murdering, I don't know, maybe they do that in their off time, they are instead beholding the golden bird, which, yeah, I think that's how I would react to the golden bird, too. If my face stayed intact and didn't melt off. Probably where they have the hoods.
Machines of burnished gold adorned the great court of Byzantium, and their function was to terrify, to demonstrate wealth and skill, and suggest these things might be turned upon the viewer. Ha ha. A beautiful tradition that continues on today. Contemporary mechanical birds include the military, industrial complex, video games, and the internet. Yet what more might we find by following this river to the source?
Hey, I see that guy. I see that killer cameo. He's no golden bird, that's for sure.
At points of widening income disparity, similar icons are always required, and so the fathers, my father, decided to ache on novelty, amusements into a new direction. One which could catch and manifest the shape of history. New birds for a new age.
Yes? Then what happened?
Alas, the factory burnt down after construction of the first prototype Drinky Bird Mark II. The town was never the same. But I still think we'll catch the culprits someday.
Wait, you're telling me that it wasn't actually the sheer power of the Drinky Bird Mark II that burned it down? There was foul play of a different sort?
Won't you put your name and address in the guest book?
Sorry.
Commemorative t-shirts, ashtray, mug.
It's a mechanical bird thing, you wouldn't understand. Man, I'm never gonna wear this shirt.
Attention, patrons. Patrons, attention.
I'm finally out of leads. Is it a breach of fake detective etiquette to just go home? Yes.
Don't get up. Open mic night is about to begin. Please enjoy the first act in an hour of amateur musical stylings.
If you want, take a walk downtown and find some time to look around. If you see me and I walk on by, oh darling, please don't cry. Tonight we'll meet at the dark end of the street, you and me. Nearly getting killed's bad enough without having to listen to musical numbers about it. Been here all day and what did I even accomplish? I'm sick of it. I'm going home. Good idea. It's my favorite kind of ending is just, fuck it. The zine committee will have to cut their losses. What do I pay for my dues, anyway? Well, admittedly, the tote bag is kind of cute. Nevertheless, I'm out of here. A train pulls up just as I reach the station and I hop on board. Great, and find out what happened, but that's just how it goes. That's life. That's how I'll write it up. The seat is the comfiest thing I've ever felt. It's polyester or something. They should roll me up in this when they put me in the grave.
The train is now departing. The next stop is factory. The final stop is factory.
Uh-oh. That's what I'm saying. Probably pretty dangerous to leap off a moving train, huh? But I mean, we're on the wrong one, so like, what are you gonna do? I mean, if we don't have a ticket for a factory... Oh, hello! Goodbye! Wait, don't kill me! Hey, where'd they go? I don't know where I am, but I appear to have both eyes and most of my blood. Were those two posers just after all? A cool night breeze comes in the open door. Statues half submerged in ivy heap up in the lawn. Unlit factory buildings spread out in the distance, leading inexorably towards the mansion on the hill. Alright, well, nothing better to do, might as well just check it out. But yeah, I guess that's what happens when you don't have the right tickets. I wasn't supposed to go to factory, so, just got murdered off of it. The door is wide open. Aren't they afraid somebody might steal all their clocks? You've got enough clocks. People can just come in and take them. Hey, there's a mimeograph. I've always wanted one of those. Smudged carbon copies are piled ankle deep across the floor, sternly announcing the dangers of unfettered mimeography. It's a real problem most people face. What do these letters say? Dear sirs, first my warm compliments upon the previous day's Mary Ward's cartoon, which I found both delightful and instructive, and have enclosed more ideas. However, I note with dismay your decision not to comment upon the increasingly outrageous price of cinema popcorn, a scourge which perhaps funds drug or gang activities. See previous letters. Decline of moral values, rivers of blood. They legally call it a happy meal if eating one makes me depressed. Please print this letter. Faithfully yours, a concerned citizen. Dear sirs, I hope this epistle finds you well. Here's an idea for a new Mary Worth cartoon. Feel free to use. In the cartoon, Mary Worth is depressed and sad and down in the dumps about her life that was promised, in the life that was had in the ruins of her parents' Drinky Bird factory, the rubble of a dynasty that never came to pass. When she starts to read a poorly printed samizdat she picked up off the record store with a sticker on the cover calling it a zine. Man, these things are bleak. Wait a minute. The zine says it's about history, and so she reads it, but it's not about history. It is a bad dream and horror story in which all the names and faces she reveres from books and statues reappear, instead as torturers and killers, as toadies and functionaries of a charnel house. And as she reads, she feels as though the beautiful history she adores and worships has been replaced by a lake of blood that has no bottom, and everyone she knows is sinking in the lake, and so is her house. It is at this point in the comic strip that Mary Worth has a grand realization. She realizes all recorded history is the object of a vast conspiracy, and that the name given to this conspiracy is that of Zines, acronym. That this conspiracy was the worm in the great apple that is history, and the reason the apple now turns to shit in her mouth, and that her life will continue to get worse and worse until the evil conspiracy of records can at last be smashed and killed and put to an end. Please give me credit if you use this cartoon. Constructive feedback welcome. Yours faithfully, a concerned citizen. And believe me, if you do, I'll know. I did wonder if it was too good to be true that these were people who actually read these things. Hey. Is she asleep? She's not chasing me. I should go, but this is my chance to see if it's really Clarice under that mask. This is a really stupid decision. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Yeah, we made a real mess of her face getting all the pieces inside. This way, please. Don't worry, she's harmless until you turn the key. Mostly we just hang coats on her and stuff. Hey, that's right. Where'd my coat get to anyway? Oh, it's around here somewhere. You didn't really have the figure for it. It was like chasing around the kid from Don't Look Now. Okay, thank you. Next time I'll get all my clothes from the sexy Halloween nurse bin at the party warehouse instead. Couldn't hurt. Anyway, why am I following you two anyway? That seems like a bad idea.
Hello.
Yeah, see, that's why this is a bad idea.
Yes, that's right. I, heir to the Drinky Bird dynasty, am secretly the concerned citizen whose inflammatory pamphlets had been causing such a stir.
I don't really care.
The sang-froid expected of a true revolutionary, right down to the classic cell system. Each distro or cadre knows nothing of the others. But you didn't predict what remained of the Drinky Bird Mark II technology could be used to rewire a human brain. A rookie error.
I mean, I don't know what to expect from the Drinky Bird Mark II technology in the first place. It's really too powerful for me. So anyway, let's take a look at this chart here. So Zine HQ, Rivertown Record Store, no more. Bookstore, no more. Street Market, geez. All right, well, that's it for Rivertown then. Oh man. No more of Rivertown for Zine HQ. Damn, they are efficient. Other cells, Print Media Cartel, Mary Worth Censored, Apple Mary, and then of course the most damning part of all, Dark Money's crime. Damn. He's really got this figured out more than we've got this figured out. Okay, but like, if there are cadres, then, where's the Zine Bruno, then? Who's out to take down the leader of the zines? Because they sell zines to kids or whatever.
Once we infiltrated the network, it was easy. It was a shame your organization's tendrils had reached so many local businesses, but sacrifices must be made. Interestingly, they all had some sideline involving rubber horror masks as well. Coincidence, I guess.
Why is that the thing you guys aren't paranoid about?
And up here is you. Attention caught by all the carnage. A representative of the National Corps is sent out to review the situation. Admittedly, I didn't think you'd burn down half the town in the process. Who knows what true depravity lurks in the criminal soul.
Wait, hold up a sec. That wasn't you burning the stuff down? Man, I only got here today. I thought you were the people who were once burning stuff down.
Don't be silly. If not you, then who?
I'm gonna say he's doing a shush motion, so I guess I won't say who.
Well, it's nothing you have to worry about. Just give me a second and then this body won't be you anymore. It will be a new thing that has your face and name, and we're going to use it to kill all your friends. Won't that be nice? Nurses, can you bring the blood bucket before I open her head this time? Nurses?
Don't think they're gonna be getting that blood bucket.
You deal with it.
I smell smoke. Well, I guess this would explain it, considering letters to the editor light up the stairs. Just why is fire safety such an issue in this town? Oh, can't go in there, gotta go up here. Smoke pours through the carpets and twists into strange shapes in the air, glimpsed figures, vegetable outlines. I hear the pop of drinky birds exploding in their crates. Oh no! A tragedy! Why must they all die? Emerging and dissolving in air, reaching hands, a ghost, staring head, a bloody mask. Is this the history that guy was so keen on? I don't know if I get the appeal. This is the worst work vacation of my life. I can't believe I didn't even get to see the world's largest drinky bird. I mean, there's still time, and it's big, so you can probably see it from a distance. Wait a sec, don't... Is that my coat? Thank you. I'm glad you're feeling better. Instantly, I'm just here to check on that zine distro you were putting together. Ah! Aw, then the coat was ruined Okay, maybe that was pushing it. After a while, I made my way off the statue and took the last train home. What remained of the mansion was burning when I was still left. I never found out just what happened to Clarice, but they say if you hold a zine event in a quiet country town, she will appear and not buy anything. Alright, well, it's nice that Clarice is fine-ish anyway. I mean, chances are, what the nurses wanted to do to us is probably what they already did to Clarice, but, didn't work really that well in their favor overall. She murdered them before she murdered anyone else. Well, I mean, she murdered other people, but the only other victim we know of is a murderer, so I guess she just kills killers, so like... I mean, the first time the number of murderers remained the same. After that, it did start to reduce. You can only be a murderer one time. After that, you just keep the same status. Okay, so blood was that way, and I think we came from that way. Oh god, Birdo. I need to see that, that looks incredible. Alright, so there's Retromania. Okay, ears. Now we're on ears. Guitar lessons. Yes. We have fourth wave ska. Golden Grave. Show bands, show bands, show bands. Kill you. Live music. All of these posters are so good. Oh yeah. I was about to ask if I remembered which one this is, and I'm fairly certain I do, though it makes sense, because it's Here's the Killer, and well, we'll see what happens next. Anyway, here's Weepster. 50,000 weeping men can't be wrong. This one vaguely reminds me of a Gregory Horror Show character. Ears of the Killer. Oh. Oh no, it's just BB staring at the ceiling. I thought it was another first-person segment, but I think first-person got got by bears. This is it. This is finally the night that I murder somebody. ZZ, I just wanted to let you know I'm preparing to walk the demon's path without honor or humanity. Alright, have fun. I mean, honestly, entirely fair. Night Clown wouldn't do something like this to us. Don't try to stop me. I'm a creature of darkness now. You'll probably never see me again. Well, goodbye. Try to put the mirror back behind you on the way out. Like, look, I'll admit this is a very catchy song. However, it is late at night. Don't be doing this. That's it, I'm vanishing into the abyss. Only one word is sounding through my brain. Kill, kill. BB, if the music from upstairs is bugging you so much, why don't you just wear earplugs? I do wear earplugs. I can still tell that it's there. It's been 3 days of not getting enough sleep. Since then, I've become more beast than human. Somebody who can't be held responsible for the horrible crimes they're going to commit. So you're going to slip a passive-aggressive note under their door? I don't usually like to do this, but sometimes it comes down to desperate measures. I'd knock on their door, but that's usually a bad idea in this apartment building. Entirely fair, we've seen many examples of such cases. Or cases similar to what would happen in that case. Boy, these passages are really starting to fall apart. What's back here, anyway? Man dressed as a clown sits unmoving in an empty room. At least he's not playing his records loud. Whatever happened to being neighborly? Oh my god, is that Night Clown? Holy shit. I think we saw the Night Clown. How come no one else seems bothered by this music? Am I the unreasonable one here? Is this a normal thing to do? No, BB, don't fall for it. Everybody else just has better earplugs than you do. Down the pipes come echoes from the whole apartment complex. Footsteps, voices, thump of furniture is being moved in rooms you'll never get to see. Solid night ambience. Gone. And for what? Clothing Planet. To be born when that was relevant. So long, sweet Clothing Planet. Anyway. I'm a simple person who needs 8 hours straight of dim whisper noises and fingernail scuttling in order to be at my best. Is this too much to ask of other people? What about my needs? Yeah, look, you can't listen to that ASMR without, silence from upstairs. None of this big band shit. I didn't even think there was anybody on this floor. Thick layers of dust lie undisturbed on plastic ferns. The wallpaper is on a rare nautical theme. Flesh-like sludge seeps out from beneath the door. So much for slipping a note under there. The door itself swings open as if from a secret breath. Realistically, this is a job for the custodian, but I'd still like to get some sleep tonight. Where's that sound even coming from? Did somebody leave their radio on under the goo? I mean, you wouldn't be getting sound like this from a radio, BB, come on. Inside something like an instrument, I can dimly see a record turning. What kind of dark relic could be buried in the middle of all this? Midnight sex party at Dracula's house. Exciting surf instruments for young people by Blue D. Hans and his Night Stranglers. B-side, Haunted Castle. Copyright Gold Grave Records, 1965. Oh, the Vast Infinity. Cool. Ah. Okay. BB, I think you're gonna need to bathe after this is done. Like, a lot. Okay, this looks less gross, but we were just walking in goo, so... I'm gonna say, still need a bath. Step on the birds, that would be rude. They have enough problems as it is, although I've just noticed that this floor is now birds. Nothing to be done about that, I suppose. Oh, that's where the catchy music's coming from. Hey, it's you! Oop. I'll just be going now. I had no idea you could do this sort of thing. Oh. Well, now that's just unsanitary.
Wow, sensational. Folks, wasn't that poignant? Let's all give a hand up to up-and-coming recording artist Bebe for their new song, Forced to Eat a Bird. Remember to support local talent by buying her CD. And now, the act you've been waiting for to see. The horrible screaming murderers with their hot new single, Screaming, 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 Screaming. This guy's really sold out after the last release, Screaming, Screaming, Screaming. Did you hear the Weepster's new song, 99 Tears? Each tear is for a different person you strangled and killed. Wow. Talk about emotional sincerity.
Alright, I'm out of here. Hey, I caught your set. Very milk can. Here to answer some questions for my Zine. It's zine, as in magazine. Also, where am I? What day is this?
Question 1. What are your influences?
There was a record by Blue D. Hans and like a house and a bird or just something abstract in the shape of a bird.
Like the Holy Spirit?
What?
Stab Magazine, Catholicism sweeps new wave? Asked for her opinion on the vernacular mass, up-and-coming record artist BB replies, continue to page 12, we review the top new crimes. Knives or rope, old favorites ranked at last.
Later in the piece, he calls you the Pat Boone of singing about murder. What does that mean? Why does everyone who writes me as a music zine talk that way? Well, I support your dreadful cultural ambitions, but don't you have anywhere else to put all these boxes? I was hoping these were yours. What's inside anyway? Having fun with Bebe on stage. 12 super. Damn, you got 12? Yes, pretty much what I was expecting. Death, 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 death. Sounds kind of Beach Boysy. Well, I guess I did sometimes daydream about being a pop musician, although I'd also like to imagine I'd be conscious at the time. At least the lyrics will be easy to remember. Just hope I can get rid of these CDs. Well, I mean, if you can, that's a month's rent. That looks like progress. ZZ, can I use your computer to look up something? Sure, just don't look at the other tabs. Rockadoodle Girl Chicken real? Cement mixing videos 4 hours. Bloody Hans and his Night Stranglers fan shrine. It was the toughest case I'd ever handled, but I've always had trouble saying no to a dame. Man, why can't we have this as a search engine? Fuck out of here, Google. Nobody likes you anymore. How do I turn off a detective? Just ignore him. I still need to update the blocker. Why would you want to get rid of the detective? Visit our new location, 1252 Pyramid Street, Music Gardens, XX City. Last update, March 1997, site under construction. Well, it's not like I really have another place to start. ZZ, I think... Why are you wearing a tie? I just got a job. Some kind of youth group in the Beach District was looking for someone to run their email newsletter. With my knowledge of HTML, I was naturally the top choice. Now, I'm officially an office lady, or OL. It's just a matter of time till I start making the big bucks and can finally pursue my job of becoming a gothic novel heroine. Couldn't you just do that anyway? It turns out to require a surprisingly large amount of starting capital. Incidentally, BB, if you want any advice on finding a job, feel free to ask. It appears I know all the tricks. Thanks, but I seem to have my own thing going on right now. Of course, now I'm gainfully employed, I'll need to find a volunteer to run the table at the Retromaniac convention this week. Absolutely not, I'm busy. Only serial killers attend those things anyway. Oh, don't give me that. You hang out with serial killers all the time. I run away from serial killers all the time, not sell them merch. Well, maybe you should start to monetize your hobbies. Player select. I am kinda curious about... Huh? Who's it? Oh. I cannot. Okay, well... we have the rare playable ZZ, so... gotta go with her. ZZ's journal, wage labor, so it's finally come to this. Awful. Penance for my misdeeds in a former life? Well, nevertheless, the gray mouse of despair travels over my duvet. Another beautiful and tragic journal entry. Eventually I'll package all these and sell as a book. ZZ, the poor dead genius whom everyone mistreats. Why not get my posthumous validation while I'm still alive? Well, I'd better get to work. Positive Way, LLC. Well, they said that it was some kind of boardwalk somewhere. Can businesses be shy? Great! I guess it's still the off-season. Heaps of unsold beach merch molder crabbily behind the nailed-up doors. 2 gulls on the boardwalk are trying to peck apart a plastic clam. Oh man, we could get guitar lessons? Nice. And we have a view. Further down the beach, I see people moving toward the water. Are they trying to surf? We don't get any big waves out here. In fact, I'm not even sure if that's an ocean. It looks like one. Let's see, towels for help. Sassy beach web. Oh hey. Mort flags. Oh wait, no, those are towels. You can adorn yourself with aborts. I should get one of these for BB. A future murder victim. Apparently she's not gonna wear her last shirt. I'd totally wear that Drinky Bird shirt personally. That's just me. The spiral stairs seem older than the pier. Seaweed scrunches underfoot as I head down. What's that thing they say about seaweed? It only grows above the water level or something. Are these the same seagulls? Just following me around. Well, this looks like the place. Time to launch my professional career. I've never really had a job before. Maybe they're good. I'll try to keep an open mind. Hello.
Hello, hello.
I'm the new hire.
That was today? Well, you certainly got here just in time. I used to be in charge of keeping the website up myself, but I'm not hep on all the new technologies these days. I mean, HTML3, 4, what's next?
Yes, that's how they get to you. You made the right call getting me in.
Luckily, I had your desk set up already. It's just back here, past the communal dormitory. This is the main office. Fax machine is to your left. As you can see, we're very modern.
Are we the only people here? It seems in from a cursory glance. Tasteful.
Oh yes, of course. Officially, they're all out on the away mission, but I don't think they'd mind you borrowing a desk while they're away. This is computer. Use the arrow keys to move around and access sites and programs.
Yes. Wait, why'd you hire me if you didn't think I knew how to use computer?
Nobody else applied.
Well, at least he's paying me. Wonder what their site's like. Alright, we... If I didn't already have the Wii pointer as my cursor, I'd probably want this thing. Look at it go.
Red alert, next stage of human evolution imminent. Come Yakutake brings closure to the Positive Way Research Unit. Get paid to read email, form a downline, and get paid even more. Proud to announce on 77XX Research Group Leader, Mr. President officially draws curtain on the human experiment pending graduation to new species or possibly some form of ray. While our human selves will not survive the transition to an extraterrestrial way of life, we are serene and confident that we shall nevertheless be returning.
Yes, that figures.
Soon to spread the good news about the world that is to come.
Mr. President demonstrates his favorite pyramids on eve of grand voyage.
Organizing large trash pickup for the big day.
Members relax by hanging 10 upon the waves. Hey, maybe there's the people who are going out to the sea. Big sale, Positive Way video lecture series, now $29.95 and plus P&P limited offer. So you've decided to return to the sea. Many have been feeling that leaving the sea was a bad decision. In this hour-long tape, Mr. President examines the pros and cons before coming to a measured and reasonable conclusion. I mean, is he wrong? The mundane monochord, know your rights, know your responsibilities. If struck in the more spiritual part, the monochord will give eternal life. If in the more material part, transitory life. Many are saying this. Find out why in this catered seminar. Giggles, guffaws, and goofs, the best of laugh time at the compound. Between revelations, Mr. President often keeps the away team in good spirits with his patented collection of wisecracks, impersonations, and good-natured comedy riffs. This hour-long video cassette reveals the lighter side to the Positive Way, while also containing important messages about how human life was a mistake. Princess D Memorial Award. Site of elegance. I mean, I want to check out the spinning globe, but I guess we're going back. Look, a job's a job. I'm not running away. I'll just find that guy and try to be very clear about my career expectations. Also, I should probably ask for the money up front. Man, big company. Oh, there's your office. How you doing, Mr. President?
Whoa! didn't hear you come in. Just working on one of the organization's little revenue sidelines. But sales have really fallen off since Volume 4. I'm starting to think people have had enough of soothing aquatic mammal sounds.
Well, anything is possible.
Alas, you are not seeing the organization at its finest. When I think about the glory days, when the group was still together, not yet departed to the level beyond human, vanished to the next dimension, never to return. Hello. We came back.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll have to see how that goes later. Still can't select that player. Let's see, Pyramid Street is out between the Rat District and the Temple of the Patriarch. That's not too far. One nice thing about this city is that everything is just a skulk away. Oh shit, real hair? Oh no, we don't have time. Oh hey. Some policemen at the intersection are examining a pool of blood through a comically big magnifying glass. They've closed off the street, but that's okay since I can head down the side. Hold on a second, I need to see that comically huge magnifying glass. Look, I can't quite see it. Is that the handle or the lens? Just can't quite make it out from here. Bloody man, oh no, I can't show that on Twitch. Let's see, Moonbeam Video, shuttered. I can't believe I didn't even check today's police shape before I left the house this morning. It somehow gets more abstract and sprawling every time. Have you seen this man? Suspect. Alright, I'll tell somebody if I see that guy. Here's the doctor. Don't need one right now. No matter how much he insists. Look, some doctors will tell you you have too much blood, but they're wrong. There's another closure up ahead, but I think I can cut through that apartment complex. Maybe? Man, I don't feel my best today. Still can't get that tune out of my head. I mean, is it this tune? Because this is a pretty good tune. Junk leaflets are piled around the door of the lobby. Smiling faces learn guitar or write song lyrics that impress their friends. Nobody's collecting them lately. It sounds like everybody's already busy. Behind the doors I can hear movement, low thumps and clangs, uncertain and irregular, like people working in the dark, or else like people practicing scales for a type of song I've never heard. Maybe they're breaking new grounds, BB. Who did put the bomb in the bomb? And would you really want to shake their hand? Absolutely not. Pervert. Well, it's not like there isn't some other dumb fad every few months, like the unboxing craze. It was almost a relief when they started finding body Hey, isn't this the address?
Lipstick traces on a cigarette. Every memory lingers with me yet. Doo-doo-doo. I'm sorry for your loss.
Me too. Golden Grave?
1 second.
Hello. You must be one of the investors. Make yourself at home. Please excuse the mess. You got us in the middle of some excitingly dynamic organizational reshuffling. Boy, these are some quality coffins. Just to avoid a comical misunderstanding here, you guys are a music label?
Yes, a label for the new music. This way. Please, no more venture capital, no more.
Please ignore my soon-to-be ex-business associates. I can assure you everybody here is 100% thrilled by our move into a more creative direction. Mood. What you want should be right down these stairs. I admit the change in direction came as a surprise to us as well, but the invisible hand can make no mistakes. Feel like you're very wrong about that. But I'm just gonna keep walking.
Stacks of old band merch in the basement that we found when we moved in. The copyright had expired. We just thought that name was cool. Bags of money started showing up soon after.
It's called passive income. Don't know if I approve of that.
That's how I knew that this was the start of a new age, that vast rewards would be awaiting anyone bold enough to drop what they were doing and seize the throne of cultural production.
And the body bags.
Introducing the stars of tomorrow.
Okay, I can see it. Yeah.
Oh, a simple and delicate arrangement of wires. The breeze from our passing is enough to set them twirling. A new dance every time. Tremendous savings.
Yes, indeed. And are these, locally sourced?
Oh, we've just been using whatever washes up on the beach. These are the prototype models. It'll be a while yet before we're ready to scale up production. The next step will be getting them to sing. Listen, put your ear up to his chest. Don't be shy. Doesn't it sound exactly like the ocean?
I think that's just him being waterlogged. There we go, unidentified corpse. Finally, we can play as everybody's favorite character.
Sometimes in my grave I sit and dream of the world I saw back in the golden age of horror-themed novelty records. Listen, let me tell you about it. Everyone knew it was the next big thing. Every night there'd be another band, a private press recording so amateurish they were sometimes just a background hiss, like a night surf. Running, screaming, wearing masks. I don't know who came up with that. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I was in a group called the Cat People. At the time, we all thought Cat People would be the next big monster archetype, like Wolfman or the Mummy. It was an innocent time. We had a sense of purpose then.
Yeah, weird that cat people never did catch on. Ah well, be like that.
There was one group everyone liked. They had a Maniac Killer theme that was very auteur at the time. During sets, they'd stop and point to the audience. And later on, another body would wash up on the beach. Nobody minded. We all knew it was part of the exchange.
Sometimes you just have to sacrifice for arts. Other people, of course, not yourself.
Somehow the scene never hit it big. Things lost momentum at some crucial point. Bands split up, money never arrived. One by one, people drifted away, back into the straight world.
Ugh, the straight world? Gross.
But I never felt disheartened. I knew the life we glimpsed was still out there, buried under history like an unexploded mine. I know that there's a place for me underneath those waves.
Well, alright then. Let's see how Zizi's doing.
You're right, that does look way more professional.
Positive way, wellness and emotional health expertise. Be part of a welcoming, mindfulness-oriented community. You can't just have a wall of text these days. It scares people away.
What's with the little blobby cartoon guys?
Nobody knows, but you gotta have them. Ah, the life of a web design professional. Busy, busy. I better go make sure the shop's up and running too. Got a lot more traffic after buying all those podcast ad spots. Be hearing a lot of these guys coming days. I barely recognize this place anymore. Modifications are being made all the while. New driftwood sweets sprouting out of every corridor. Is this what they mean by scaling up? Yeah. In all cases, this is exactly what they mean.
Ah, it's young Zizi. I hear you've been coming up with some new ideas for our online store.
You bet, boss. For example, Orgone pyramids are all well and good, but why stop there? What about the possibilities of non-pyramidal Orgone items? Orgone Weed Leaf, $29.95. Orgone $, $36.50. Orgone Video Game Entity, $59.99. Do not steal.
Very compelling. You know, it's rare we get someone of your entrepreneurial abilities joining a death cult. They generally prefer to start their own.
Well, for what it's worth, I'd regard myself more as a temporary employee. Anyway, do you still want me to take stock on the items in the basement?
Yes, good idea. Maybe there's something else we can put up on the store there. Remember, everything must go.
You know, for a startup-type organization, these guys sure seem to be trying to stockpile as much ready cash as possible. Maybe I should get my CV ready again. Yeah, I always hate to see the writing on the wall, especially on your first day. Let's see here. Cultist training tapes. Can think of at least two distinctive types of people who would pay for those. Affirmative CD-ROMs, expired calendars, more pyramids, etc. Whole shelves of glossy, self-published books, each one proving beyond the doubt the existence of extraterrestrial life. They've never been opened. I wonder where that drat's coming from. Doors are all over the complex. They're all nailed up. One behind the shelf swings invitingly open. Well, variants are always worth something. Oh no, negative way. Oh man, is there just a rival cult right there? These are some nice corridors. It seems like a shame to let them get all seaweedy. Friendly alien posters were an improvement, though. Why frame empty canvas? Opposite of a vase. Some of these might be tough to sell. Well, maybe they'd do okay on the novelty market. Money retirement presents, etc. A shelf of old and worm-infested books. The words on every page have been carefully scribbled out. Ah, we don't get to see what this is the opposite of. Darn. Let's see. Thesis number 1. The world is the sum of the things that are not the case. Thesis number 2. The world, never the no. Thesis number 3. I don't know Morse code. I'm sorry, I don't know what that says. Wait, although I can read it out for you, for anybody who can translate that. Hold on a sec, let me get back into position. Let's see, so that's dash, dash dash, dash, dash dash, dash, dash dash dash, dash dash, dash. Oh, it's Impact. Okay, yeah, I remember him. Love that guy. Cold seawater laps at the carpet. From somewhere in the darkness, I hear the barking of seals. Is this the career track I've heard so much about? Well, it's not the track that lets us go forward. Can't enter the water at all. Guess I gotta go this way. I think the world needs more paintings that are just a get a load of this guy to the painting next to it. Like, that's powerful. That's some teamwork right there, and I don't know if that's intended, but that's how it came across. Began to disappear piece by piece into the air, until nothing was left. The clothes found by the acolytes turned into holy relics, emblems of the negative, the remains of their victims. Effects track 206, Terrified Scream number 37, with a cheese grater, black hair, blue coat, name not recalled. BW, Chopping FX, gurgle number 12, the one with the umbrella who came to that party, name not recalled. Licensed under Creative Commons. Attribution license, Blue D. Hans 1963. Well, well. If it isn't Blue D. Hans again. Of the missing, last moments pressed into new recordings, screams repeating over and over left on the rack in the basement of the sound effects library. Possible commercial applications? Good least to video game companies. Ask the new hire. Nobody's asked us about this at all. Swear, these people are irresponsible.
It's the inner sanctum of the old organization, so dedication to negation that eventually they disappear themselves. But you can't make a living out of that. I was new here at the time, but it was clear to me that we needed a change, a new direction, a new shape, better fitted for the things that we saw coming down the pipe. We can escape, build a new life back under the waves, back where there are no waves, a new house to weather the tides of history. You can help us. It can be the start of a new world. Have you ever thought about entering upper management?
Ugh. Get us out of here. Upper management? Nah.
The board and I...
Hello? Oh, more rubber masks. Is that significant? Probably not. So, am I getting made permanent or what? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's see, anything more for unidentified corpse? Nope. Eventually, funeralmen gave me the scoop. The rest of the merch they'd found in the cellar was being sold off that day at a memorabilia event. But to get inside, I'd have to do something I swore I'd never do again. Welcome, Retromaniacs, top quality, nostalgia, wares, and other. Ask our helpful representative, who is not displayed by this stand-up. New releases: Bebe, Death to Life, 4 stars. Review by Johnny Murder Blood. Can color be a sound? The question recalling fervid days of undergraduate's frenzy scored to the sound of Gary Monroe's Sally, ambient techno remix. Seems somehow both appropriate and turgid when applied to the new release from a serious, up-and-coming musical auteur Bebe. Yet remind me of the anecdote, blah 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 blah. And only 3 stars for The Weepster, Weepin' the Night Away. Once again, an album of lachrymose hits from The Weepster, but is that enough in today's political economy? To avoid eye contact with potential retromaniacs, I've been catching up with the music press. My alter ego's been releasing more material. Where did I even find time for this? Did I pass out in the shower? Luckily, there are no customers yet, so I can slip away. The storefront isn't actually registered with the convention, and it's cheaper to just set up in a closet and wait for someone to get lost. Honestly, never thought about that. Good strategy. Main hall. It's busy, but I think I can make it through if I don't look anybody in the eye or express any kind of musical opinion. Actually, these people might be too busy making money to be interested in killing me. There are more suits around than usual. Exactly what are these people hoping to buy? Valley of the Dolls. Culture workers crowd around the stalls, digging through boxes of hit clips and moldering Teen Beat magazines in search of unexcavated desires. Can mankind be doomed to repeat the sins of the past? I mean, when doesn't it do that? It'd be harder pressed to find a time where it doesn't repeat them. Wait on a second and see the name of that store. I like that it seems you're after me. Well, guess I'll miss the name of this one. Oh well. Masks is masks. That one looks like flesh and it's making me uncomfortable. Caesar films here. All kinds. Little Caesar, Black Caesar, High School Caesar, Deep Space Caesar, Caesar versus the Haunted Moon Women. Fantastic value. Were the women haunted or was it the moon? Both. Mannequins and Rusty Cage's direct. Discount puppets. Just a toilet. You look like you're after me. Go away.
I saw you looking around. Please visit my stall. If you are a true memorabilia head, you will find many rare items to your liking.
I'm kind of busy right now. I like your mask.
This is circa 1975 Dapper Dog mask. Are you a Dapper Dog fan? List your top 15 Dapper Dog episodes, now!
What?
You can't name even a single Dapper Dog episode, and yet you think it's okay to make some, I don't know, some little comment about my mask? People like you really make me sick. I think I'm going to have to dream about you tonight. I'm going to dream about climbing through your window and wrapping my hands around your neck. It's a special dream I have, not about I have about people I despise. Sometimes I'm not even sure if it's really a dream.
How much is that ceramic pineapple in the sunglasses?
That is $400. Isn't he a delightful little fellow? I knew you had taste.
Did I lose him? I feel pretty lost myself. The sound of the convention from behind the walls is muffled, slowed. It could be any year out there. Merch around me yields no clues. Broken down displays from retro revivals long abandoned have been stuffed into the corridor. And it's like being in a digestive tract for old band merch. In my head I hear the sound of chewing. Oh shit. The sound of swamp pop. I always knew he had the sun. It was implied by the name. Cultural form of the serial killer, just as all of previously existing protagonists have been absorbed into a single original figure of the policeman. Further synthesis of the two into a kind of final protagonist of history, or last man, would be blah 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 blah. This must be the business sector. Consultants are hard at work pouring through the entrails of the culture, placing expensive bets upon the shape of things to come. Succeeding while dead. So successful he doesn't even have a crowd. Now that's a master at work. Let's see, exhibit hall, novelty horror, nostalgia mixed with blood, the hot sound of the kids today. I mean, it better not be blood for blood's sake, though. Can't have that. Is it the drone of conference speakers that makes me feel like falling forwards, or is there something in me that's responding to their song? Oh, first person. So is it still baby, or is it... I don't know, anything that's not baby. The magic of history. Once prominent theorists fleeing from the state violence found accommodation in the beach district of XX City. Through proximity, their doctrine of negation was assimilated into neighboring surf culture in a garbled and mystical form. The Church of the Negative is said to still survive today. Be true to your school. Some credit XX City's own Bloody Hans for having anticipated the cultural shift from monster-themed horror to the increasingly popular maniac killer contemporary style. Commercially unsuccessful in his time, he is said to have eventually left the music biz for spiritual reasons. Recently used. I'm not sure this style will take off. Not really true to life, is it? And why do the human beings look like this here? That's just weird. Ugh. People shouldn't look like that. That's messed up.
Excuse me. Sometimes thinking about the harsh realities of showbiz gets me all choked up. I hear you're beginning a musical career yourself. I too would like to be a pop sensation. People call me the Weepster. Isn't that awful? But it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I just want you to know that I feel really bad about all the horrible things we're going to do to you. I'll probably cry myself to sleep tonight, the same way I do every night. Hit it! I am the Weepster. I lead a sympathetic life. I am the Weepster. My heart is breaking on account of all the murders I commit. Day after day, I hunt down my scene rivals. It's so sad, so sad. How many more people do I have to chop apart before I get my media career?
I mean, I don't know. These are some pretty good beats though, so... I don't know what your problem is, honestly. Alright, do I have to get stabbed?
But can cultural ubiquity really fill the hole within my heart? I mean, maybe. Let's give it a try. Woo-hoo. I am the Weepster. I'm trying to do my best. I am the Weepster. It's so hard to be an empath in this 21st century connected society.
Let's see, any unoccupied doors? Ah, there we go, just had to try the rest.
Won't you enjoy wallowing in my unexpected emotional depths? The tears of my career aspirations, are they enough to drown the world? The years 2XX, 100 years have passed. I've successfully murdered everybody on the planet and been left in a rock and roll museum of clothes. So tell me why do I still cry? Could it be these final tears are for myself?
Come on. Okay, there we go. I think I'm just gonna have to stick like this and not having to touch anything.
Pay attention to my sadness as I'm killing you!
Just a second, I don't feel so...
The world is the sum of the things which do not improve.
If you don't stop singing, I'm going to throw up on your shoes.
Each night I look up at the stars crying for... Oh!
Oh, okay, now I am the Weepster. Alright, Weepster.
You stop interrupting my big musical number!
That's very rude. Come on, baby. Don't let fame get to your head. Uh-oh. Seems like this might be it for old Weepster. BB. Oh. Well, nobody else is available, so... So this is what it's like when you're in the bird zone. I see, I see. Alright, well, he didn't say anything, but then again, he doesn't have a head.
Get the rubber pipe. Loads only. We don't like punk rockers out here. This is John and Dean country.
Wait. I'm not even punk. I'm new wave.
There's a new wave? So the legends were true. We should go see Mr. President. Mr. President is a great friend of the department. We get a police discount on our zodiac readings.
Cops swing their attention away, staring out, and seeing into the surf. It's getting late. Soon the streetlights will come on. How long was I out? I wonder what happened to the Weepster and Co. Piles of clothes are neatly stacked up on the beach. Maybe they all decided to head out for a swim. I'm sure that's what happened.
Looks like we misjudged the cultural mood once again. No Age of Aquarius this century. At least I get to go on the away team this time. Beneath the ocean, there's no such thing as history. The big fish eat the little fish on and on forever. Doesn't that sound nice? We're going to bring you all there. There's no use in dwelling in the past. Maybe we'll come back to visit someday. See you all in 50,000 years.
What a strange individual. Okay, I guess that resolves that storyline then. Neatly and with a bow. Was I supposed to go in there, though? Or was that your passageway? Nope. Gotta leave. Okay, it's gotta be over here somewhere. Definitely not seeing anything over there. Oh, there's a thing here all along. Fresh signs taped up on the weathered boards. Discount spiritual opportunities and videotapes. Cheap. I think I recognize the handwriting. Mystical Traveler. Oh, it's you. Hi, BB. So do you have to wear that, or... How goes the new career, ZZ? Oh, management disappeared. Everyone else lit out with as much building supplies as they could carry, and I think this building might be sinking into the water. Here's standard tech roll. Right now I'm doing one last round of asset liquidation before fleeing. It turns out this guy online is interested in a box of old LPs I found in the basement sector. BB, you're into music now. You think these could be worth anything? Midnight sex party at Dracula's house. Bloody Hans and his Night Stranglers. It's getting late. I believe this guy wouldn't wait until tomorrow. You were the one who wanted to get these records off our hands. Besides, if someone wants to give us money, then we should respect their proper priorities.
Gossip, scoop! Funeral man found dead in his workplace, strangled by an unknown assailant. His brother, Funeral Man, was also killed. It's a sad day for funeral fans. Today's political economy is said to be wet and full of vigor. Ugh.
Now remember, once he hands over the money, give the all clear and I'll come trade the LPs. It's good to be careful in these kind of situations. Yes, indeed. Why do you want to meet at the planetarium anyway? He says it makes him feel like at home. Oh damn, this is a rad planetarium. I feel like I'm in some kind of real messed up dimension. I can see how you'd feel at ease here. This is pretty rad. Anyway, hey there, thanks for coming out tonight. Aren't the stars pretty? Isn't it a nice night? You think the world is basically good or basically bad? And I just work here.
Good answer. Ever since I heard your CD, I knew we had a lot in common. People used to say, Blue, look around. Look how beautiful the world is. Beautiful compared to what? I live here. It's nothing new to me. I've never known another kind of world. By rights, this one should be as unnoticeable to me as the back of my own head. But it's not. It doesn't feel like that. That's how I knew. If this world was not my home, if there was another, a negative, point of comparison. You think I'm just being lyrical, but it's true. It's a real place. I've been there. I've seen it. The counter world. The invisible antipode.
You've been to Australia?
I was so flattered to be mentioned in that interview you did. It made me think it might be time for a comeback after all. I've seen so many things since I died. I can't wait to show everybody. You can go first since I know you're a fan. Welcome back. Should bring my new album. Been a while. Want to make sure I remember all the songs.
Yeah, wait here and I'll bring it to you. You can trust me, I'm a verified seller. I mean, that's true, you shouldn't trust verified sellers, you know? You get enough people saying that person's good, you should probably listen to them.
It doesn't matter. I've learned new words on the red earth with the red sky. There are people there, to another world. They spoke to me, but I couldn't understand them.
Motherfucker, you did just go to Australia. Hey, is this still the same building?
Every building is the same. same thing. Oh, lights out.
Well, here's another nice mess you've gotten us into.
So maybe you are both ready to headline just yet. That's okay. You can stick to backup duties for now. We all had to pay our dues.
What's that?
That's the new wave. I thought you knew. Okay, fellas. I know it's been a while, but this is our big shot. Our chance to usher in the new. Why not start slow with a cover version?
Hey, I see that The Killer over there. I don't even think that's how you play saxophone. I think I can untie this.
There's a new sun rising up angry in the sky. And there's a new voice saying we're not afraid to die. Make the world believe it's blind, deaf, and dumb. But nothing can change the shape of things to come.
Oh. And BB's back here again. Wonder what happens when we're in the bird zone. Oh. I guess we'll find out because we're going into our own now. Oh, is that the bird? Alright, you.
Whoops. Hey, did anybody bring any strings? I'll just take a sec. The wave of the new wave seems to have pressed a little earlier than anticipated. Don't worry, I still think you can turn this gig around. You guys still remember the chords to Walk, Don't Run? Oh? Hello?
BB's report. After clinging to a piece of driftwood, ZZ and I eventually washed up on the beach and caught the last bus home. That was the last I saw of the band. In the end, the new wave broke apart before it could do much damage. By the time it rolled away, only the sassy beachwear store would be sassy no more. My newfound music career seemed to have ended about the same time all that money vanished from the scene. Stab Magazine. True heads only. No scene. No corporate. Weepster Wars update. Weepy Man's new single, I'm the New Weepster, has prompted 4 new Answer records claiming to be, or be inhabited by, the spirit of the original Weepster, including Weepster's Revenge, Watch Out, I'm a Little Weepster, I'm the Weepster's Dad, Just Call Me Dad, and I'm the remastered original Weepster. New schism alert! Neo-Darkwave Murdercore has officially split from the horror wave crime punk tendency and requests that they move out of his garage. The remaining true believers spent their time on arcane factional disagreements before going underground. In the end, the only sign that anything mysterious had occurred. We'll all be planning out a route we're gonna take real soon. Was an abrupt Beach Boys revival that seemed to last all summer long. That's the music industry for ya. Alright, well, that was Ears of the Killer. Yeah, so as I said, these two start to get longer as you go along, and yeah, that one was pretty substantial. I mean, we did have 3 playable characters, so of course it's gonna last for a bit. But yeah, that will do it for tonight's Anthology of the Killer. I think I'm going too far. I'm going the right direction. That's bad. I want to go the wrong direction. But yeah, that'll be it for today. I'll be back, not next Tuesday, but the Thursday after that Tuesday. Because, yeah, technically this is supposed to be a Thursday stream, but I deliberately played before October, you know, to start spooky month off, and I'm playing this week on this Tuesday because no stream on Thursday, so would not want to miss out on this, and so I won't. But yeah, got another couple of storylines done. If it continues on at this length, I'm gonna guess that next stream is going to be just one storyline. Because, yeah, they do get pretty substantial. They're all fairly short stories, but They are slightly less short than they were before. Voice is pretty much just gonna be the shortest that it gets. But yeah, let's see, we did Blood and Ears of the Killer this time. So I'm gonna guess next time is gonna be just Heart of the Killer. Again, that's not gonna be this Thursday, but the following Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Where we'll do Heart of the Killer, and then I guess stream after that will be Face of the Killer and Bonus Rooms. Yeah, the next stream of this might be a little short, but yeah, I'm not gonna overdo it as I keep saying. But yeah, honestly, yeah, all these get pretty solid around this point. Like, the first few are good, but I think... honestly, Drool the Killer, I feel, is the first really strong one. Voice is kinda exposition and mood setting. Hands the Killer is pretty good, but... yeah, Drool and onwards, it just feels like it starts getting pretty strong, though. I still think Flesh of the Killer is probably my favorite, but we'll see after all's over and done with, because I did very much enjoy... Blood was very good, I liked Blood, but Ears is also pretty good as well. And I only got lost once. But anyway, yeah, other streams, though, include, not Persona 5 Royal, next Saturday, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. No, I finished that. Now, could the epilogue have been its own stream? Yes. Should it have been its own stream? Probably. But I did want to finish the game, and I'm done with it. So, yeah, next Saturday is gonna be another vaguely October-ish stream, with Boktai, The Sun Is In Your Hand, which I just tested today to make sure the hack that just lets you kind of alter the solar sensor, made sure that works, and it does, so... I should be good on that one, though I'm also going to have to set that back a few hours so that the game thinks I'm playing during the day, which I very much will not be. Whatsoever. But yeah, yeah, that's gonna be Saturday, and then next Tuesday, I'll be back to Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's been a few weeks, but, we'll be back on it. Got a whole bunch of mechs now. You know, I got my first one last time, and I've gotten a few more. I'm going to be drip-feeding everybody mechs because, frankly, there's a lot of characters in this game, and a lot of stuff to keep track of, so I don't want to give mechs to everybody all at once. Especially since I feel like some of them don't deserve them. HB. Alright, so that's it for stream stuff. Little bit dicey with the schedule this week, but everything's back to normal next week. You can catch the VODs, though, on YouTube in case you want to check out the other episodes of Anthology The Killer that you might have missed. There's 2 of them before this one. But yeah, they're there. The VODs are there. I'm Beth from Masamune. Anyone else is there, too? LPs. But the Let's Play kind, not the music kind that we've encountered in this episode of Anthology. Mega Man Zero is Monday, Saints Row 4 is Wednesday, and Dragon Quest 4 is Friday. And if you want to support me, you can do so through Patreon or Ko-fi. I'm Pepper on both those sites, and you can find links easy enough in the Twitch bio or underneath the YouTube videos. Alright, well, that'll do it for Anthology of the Killer. Like I said, next time will probably be a single episode, so bit of a short stream, but I hope you look forward to it regardless, because, yeah, this game is certainly something. Said positively, not derogatorily. I have to clarify that, because it is absolutely something. I think that that's the most apt descriptor of it, but I do think it is a very good thing to behold, and I enjoy it a lot. I'm gonna get eaten by bears now.